Alright, so starting to get stuff tore down on the Escalade to put the turbo on it. Just got like the intake and the covers off. Started looking around here and it seemed a little bit tight. Wasn't really thinking much about the rear AC line. So there's a rear line that goes to the back for the rear climate control. I wasn't even thinking about that. And then this set of lines right here goes like to the rear heater core, and then there's the rear AC. So the rear climate control stuff is kind of in the way there. Shouldn't really be a huge deal. This flange on the backside is really big on these manifolds. It's probably like 4 inches or something, and there's plenty of space underneath there if we were to go to like a 2.5 to fit 2 down there. So it should be able to make that work. So the manifold that I do have right now, because all of this stuff is really close, I'm not going to be able to do the up like log manifold. That's just not going to work at all. So I'm going to have to go with probably a driver's side manifold and then flip it backwards, or completely build one. So I'm even debating if I want to use like Schedule 40 pipe and just try to build one. Tear down, that's what we're working on. Get all this stuff out and see what we have for room. All right, guys, I guess I'll turn the camera on and actually record something. So I got the driver's side, passenger side manifold out, and I wanted to try to do it without cutting anything, but I cut it out because the flange bolts, they're usually rusted to crap, especially in Wisconsin. Like, you can't really ever get them off. So these ones actually look pretty good. So I took a chance on it. I got 2 of them off, and then the third one rounded off the nut. So I ended up having to cut it off anyways. It looked promising, but it just didn't work. So I ended up having to cut the whole thing out, and I can show you the pipe. I had to cut it in like 2 sections, unbolt the flange. I was able to use my foot and snap 2 of the flange bolts off on the backside. But now I'm just taking the plugs out, and then I'll show you what we got. Oh, the plug looks really good. They got a good timing mark on them. They're looking great. Just kidding. They're just a regular ass looking plug. So it is opening up a lot of room in here. I keep cutting the crap out of my hands. I just did it again. Look at that. I just took another chunk out of there. I guess that's part of the game. I got that one's bleeding through already, and that one I sliced my thumb with the exhaust gasket. That's a first. I guess there's a first for everything, right? We'll get these plugs out. I want to keep everything exactly how it is, though. I want to keep the rear AC and the rear heat. So all the rear climate control stuff. Try to keep everything in there. So all the stuff works, so I don't want to take it all out. So that's kind of the idea. But we are opening up a lot of space. Should be able to fit a couple hang downs in there. What else? So every time I do this, work on like a factory vehicle like this, makes me realize that I would like never ever in my life want to be a mechanic, because a lot of this stuff I absolutely hate doing it. So it's fun like modifying, but if somebody came into my shop and was like, I got a exhaust manifold gasket leak, could you fix that for me? I gotta take this manifold off. Or my catalytic converter's bad. Can you change that for me? I would not. I just wouldn't want to do it. So all you techs out there that are doing this crap for a living, in this like number 8 spark plug, pain in my nuts, dude. Like, I give you guys a lot of credit for actually hanging in there and doing this stuff. So a lot of times when you're doing custom stuff, you're ripping everything out and you make it how you want it to be, and then it's like easier to work on. To me, it just seems like it's easier to work on if you put something in there. And it's not, this is 2005, it's 15 years old, so a lot of the stuff hasn't been moved for 15 years, so it's just a pain to get it out. And like dipstick almost always breaks, rusted out. Thing broke, it just snapped right off when I unbolted it. So a lot of it's not really pleasant. It's the modification is what I really enjoy about everything. So it kind of keeps you mentally stable, knowing that you're going to get something exciting out of it. So, like example, when I did the engine swap on the Silverado, because I bought that Silverado and it had a bad piston in it. That sucked. Like, I hated that. I was miserable doing that whole project, taking that whole thing out and then put it in. It was just like, oh, cool, now we have a working vehicle that's completely stock and I'm just gonna drive it. It's just different when you're modifying stuff and you know you're gonna be happy with things at the end, even if it sucks. So I'll take you off the stand quick, show you kind of where we're at. There's a gasket, and now we just kind of have a hole. I know this isn't really that fancy, but we just opened this up a little bit, and I'm gonna have to figure out if I'm gonna extend these and loop them around that way or loop them this way, or where I want to put the turbo. So I'll kind of just be brainstorming. I want to keep as much of this stuff in the factory location as I can, but I did end up having to cut this whole thing out. So two of them, look at that, two of them came off clean, and then the other one just rounded it right off. Come on. So I ended up cutting it off, and I didn't have any metal blades, so I did it with a wood blade, so that was awesome. But I was able to save the plug. Gangster. So we got that guy, and then my 3-year-old tipped over the torque converter the other day. That's for the Ranger. I had it upside down draining into a bucket and had like 3.5 quarts, 4 quarts in a bucket, and he came over and pushed it over. Tipped the whole thing over, so we got a big mess there. Didn't clean it up yet. And then this is the rest of it. So that's the other end that was connected to that piece. And this flange connects like in the middle of the vehicle here. And I ended up having to cut the hanger off of it to get it through the cross member, and cut a little bit of the flange off of it to get it through. There's a little hole down there. Basically, it did like a half a turn and then snapped the bolt off. So if I wanted to reuse that, I don't know, I could probably weld another chunk on there. So I don't exactly know how I'm going to finish the exhaust yet, but we're getting somewhere. It's a start. So basically, now I just got to start looking at how I want to do the driver's side. I think I'm going to modify the driver's side downpipe just to kind of loop around and come up. It should actually work pretty good. Once I figure that out, then we can actually start working on trying to get everything back together and starting to put the turbo and everything back in. So I think we're as far as we're at for disassembly right now. And honestly, there's enough room in there. There should be enough room with just moving some hoses and then maybe slide that thing over and stuff a turbo in and, you know, do some things. So that's kind of where we're at. Hopefully you guys are following along. Smash that dislike button and unsubscribe.